So the report from Sky Germany states as follows. Should he leave Bayer Leverkusen this summer, Xabi Alonso is leaning towards a move to FC Bayern. Talks have already taken place, not only with his management, but also with Alonso himself. The Spaniard would cost a compensation fee of between 15 to 25 million euro this summer, and that comes in from, surprise, surprise, Florian Plettenberg and Sky Sports. So let's look at this first and foremost. One, I thought we had this conversation already, Florian. I know that you want him to go to Bayern Munich. That has become abundantly clear. And of course, you're doing the bidding on behalf of Bayern and of course for the German public. Get it, understand it, but stop reporting it as a matter of fact. It is very much not the case, to my understanding, and to every other single rational person's understanding, that Alonso has leaning, or looked towards Bayern Munich. That isn't the case. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month and you'll get an additional 3 months free. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. Now also, if indeed, as per this report, they have spoken directly with Xabi Alonso, Bayern, isn't that tapping up? Correct me if I'm wrong. We got in trouble for it with Mr. Virgil van Dijk. But if they have spoken directly to Xabi Alonso while he's under contract at Leverkusen, without the permission of Leverkusen, because nothing in this suggests that Leverkusen gave Xabi Alonso permission to speak to Bayern, it kind of feels a bit like tapping up. And also, any chance of a source? Because I know that you love to say Sky sources say ... but Sky sources say is just me mate down the road. We can all make up stuff. We can all say my sources say ... but it doesn't mean anything, does it? The proof of the pudding, as always, is in the eating. And I've not seen any other outlet of any note anywhere outside of Florian Plettenberg's head say that he leans towards Bayern. None. Zero. Not seen one anywhere else. So it seems to me that Florian Plettenberg is over in Egypt at the moment, in that big river. Boom, 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 boom. Denial. Yeah, look, it's nonsense. You know it is, I know it is, Plettenberg knows it is, Germany knows it is, Sky knows it is, but still, they continue to report it in the hope that we digest it. But yet again, I think this is an example of a narrative being spun that isn't based off any type of fact. Just my opinion, but then again, we're all allowed to just say what we think at this moment, right? So, I have Craig's sources indicate that Xabi Alonso very much fancies a move to Liverpool and that he has his eye on a red brick property because he wants his property to match in with Anfield. So he's eyeing up a red brick property. I also believe that Xabi Alonso doesn't like his laces tied in a specific way and he's leaning towards the UK because the way that they tie their laces in the UK is a little bit more favourably to that in Germany. So Craig's sources indicate that he's on his way to Liverpool for those obvious reasons. See, we can all play it. We can all make up stuff. The only difference is he has a multi-billion-pound corporation behind him and I have a green screen on my living room wall. But the point still stands. Bayern meeting directly with Xabi is the most wishful thinking for some reporter to put out there. Again, with zero factual evidence other than the old reliable Sky sources indicate. But as we've talked about, They can indicate a lot of things. What we haven't seen any indication of is Xabi Alonso wanting to take a step backwards to go to Bayern. Ask yourself this rationally, even if you're a Liverpool fan. Looking at his career trajectory right now, looking at the fact that he's at Bayer Leverkusen, doing bits, about to win the Bundesliga, and you look across to his former club in Bayern Munich, who are not really in unison behind the scenes, players looking to depart left, right and centre. You've got Joshua Kimmich, who feels unloved at the club. You've got their left back, Alphonso Davies, who wants a little move over to Real Madrid. And it doesn't really paint a picture of a stabilised environment for Alonso to want to walk into. Whereas you look at the situation he's currently in at Leverkusen, a club where he's obviously got players that can perform to the levels he wants, about to win a Bundesliga with Leverkusen for the first time in their history, and potentially a treble. Now, look at that, you can think, okay, I could see how maybe he stays at Leverkusen. That's always been something what we've had to weigh up. But why would he take a backward step to go to Bayern? Because one, they've shown consistently in recent years they don't give their managers time. Two, the players look very unhappy. Three, the scenes behind the scene look a little bit messy. And four, he's about to leave a team that won the Bundesliga to go to a team who they beat to the Bundesliga. It's not really a pathway forward in his career, that, is it? Or he could come to Liverpool, where Jurgen Klopp is departing, the club's in great shape, about to laden ourselves with a few more trophies, hopefully before the end of the year, a new sporting director to come in, and a set of fans who are looking to welcome him into the football club and welcome him back home. It doesn't really set the picture or paint a picture of an obvious move to Bayern. I don't understand how they can get away with it. That's the truth of all of this. I guess to tie it all together, I don't understand how they're allowed to get away with it. Now, I know that Sky Bet and all this, I know that they're technically different companies and stuff, but it feels grubby to me that you have an institution that broadcasts games, own a news channel, and also their brand, let's say, is attached to a betting company. Now, people will say, Craig, they're all owned by different companies. Yes, they may well be. But they also use the presenters on Sky Sports and Sky Sports News to flog the betting products. Why would that be? Why would that be now? It's almost as if, should somebody want to, and I'm not accusing Sky of doing it, but should somebody want to, they could invent a narrative, push the narrative, and change the odds of something. We have to live in a world where surely we can see that that's possible, right? Now again, I know that they're all technically listed companies, but a broadcaster, a news outlet and a bookies, never sat well with me, all of that together. Right, so again, this coming in from Plettenberg, and it said, I'm honestly getting sick of this dude at this point. Bayern have the confidence that if Alonso decides to leave, he will go to Bavaria and not Liverpool. They then go on to say, Xabi believes that Liverpool and the Klopp inheritance is a difficult task to take on. You can lose more than you can win. Fuck off, Plettenberg. That is horsey poo of the highest level. So he thinks that Alonso will look at Klopp departing a potential quadruple winning team with an all-time high attendance at Anfield because of the Annie Road End being done, with all the supporters in great form and everybody wishing Alonso to welcome him home, is a difficult task to take on. But going to Bayern, who have just been gazumped by Leverkusen in the league and who are a bit of a shit show and whose players are what now, that's a better job. So they're not giving Alonso any credit here, basically. So reading through what Plettenberg said there, it's almost like he's scared to come to Liverpool because you're taking over from Klopp. Oh, well, I'm a Liverpool fan. I feel like I can speak on this. I think we understand the next manager, whomever it might be, isn't Jurgen Klopp. But I think if there is somebody that can come in and instantly have credibility with our supporters, it is Xabi Alonso. And Liverpool fans will be patient. Liverpool fans will understand it's a transition. No, I'm honestly so sick of this nonsense coming from Plettenberg and out of Germany. It's fanciful. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see where he ends up. Because I tell you what, I will be astonished if it's at Bayern Munich. I mean, truly. And I'd go as far as to say this. Let me know if you agree with me on this or not. It is definitely not a now or never for Alonso at Bayern, but it's potentially a lot more now or never for Liverpool. Maybe never isn't the right word, but now or not for the foreseeable. You can see the Bayern job coming up again in 2 years. I'd be very surprised, unless the FSG appointment is so far wrong, if the next Liverpool job's available in 2 years. So I think if he wants to manage at Liverpool, and they are seemingly on the list of his 3 clubs, this is your time, kid. Step up. Do you want the job or not? And I'm going to go even further. Not because I feel like I need to, but because I want to. Like I say all along, with any player, coach, manager, employee, if you need to be talked into coming to Liverpool Football Club, then you're not that guy. And that applies to Alonso or anybody else. This is Liverpool Football Club. This is Liverpool Football Club in a really good place, with great players, a great setup. You shouldn't need to be convinced. You should be begging. You should be crawling over broken glass to manage Liverpool Football Club. It is the pinnacle of your career. So, like I said about sporting directors, I don't care who you are. You shouldn't need to be convinced to join the greatest club in the world. You should be running with open arms. Now, I can get it if Alonso wants to stay at Leverkusen. I've always said that. I'd be upset, as in disappointed, but I could get it. No world do I think he's looking at Bayern and thinking it's a better fit. This is once again another example of a really big outlet using their credibility to steer the narrative of a conversation in hoping that the public perception steers the actual decision. I'm being very careful in the words I use here, but if I had an island somewhere, I don't know, let's call it Bullshit Island, and I was looking for a president, somebody to really show what I feel about Bullshit Island. Right now, Florian Plettenberg would be the commander-in-chief of that island, because I don't see any consistent reporting to back up what I'm calling his delusions outside of anywhere other than Sky Germany. Show me one outlet who say the same. Just one outside of Sky Germany. Or show me an outlet outside of Germany that would say the same. Not seen it. And I'm going to say this now. Your credibility's on the line, Plettenberg. You've made some big claims. You've talked a lot. Let's see in the summer where Alonso ends up. Because I think you're full of it. I think a lot of the football watching public think you're full of it. And I think this whole narrative, well, I think it's bullshit. I think it's used to steer anger and clicks. Like now, we're talking about it. I'm angry about it. We're discussing it. See how it works? I think Sky in general have a lot to answer for in recent times with a lot of their reporting. How long can you hide behind Sky sources? What does it mean? Truly, what does it mean? Is it any different to me saying a mate down the pub told me? Because, let's be honest, they're both non-committal. I don't have to prove anything, nor do they. It's weird that they can just say, well, we're told this, Sky sources. Well, who are the sources? We can't tell you. Why can't you tell us? Because then the sources won't tell us again. See the circle? Goes around and around and around. And ultimately, it's usually bullshit.